Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Larry and today we are looking at another Warhammer 40K action figure from McFarlane Toys. Now these are in the 7th inch scale and this is another Ork. This is Ork Meganob with Buzzsaw. As you can see from this lovely large box, and just like the last Ork we did the review on, he is massive, big massive packaging. Get a nice render on the back, and you can see already it does look like they reuse a lot of the same sculpt, but we are going to go ahead and get him out of the box and take a closer look. And here we have our Ork Meganob with Buzzsaw out of the packaging. And again, just like a lot of the other villains in this line, there is some assembly required. And again, we have another backpack piece in the form of this, with this really cool, I guess it's supposed to be like maybe a flag or insignia, I suppose. I don't know. Like I said, I don't follow Warhammer. And again, it's the same situation with like the last one. Just take it and you just line it up and plug it in. Now, you're going to use a good amount of force to get that in there right. But it will just come right out real simple. Real easy. So, and that's probably the one negative I have really for these big massive figures, because it really doesn't even really look like it lines up all that well with it. So maybe I'm just not, I don't know, but you know, kind of got that gap there, but you're not gonna really see it when you have them standing like so. And of course you have this one other piece here with some nice little bit of detail on it, and it just plugs into these slots right here on. As you can see, it's slightly flexible, so you are able to stretch it a little bit. And just like the last one, he's really top heavy, so we're gonna have to try to line it up. And if you need to, I would suggest using a hair dryer or some hot water to help maybe loosen the plastic up a little bit to get it to be a bit more pliable, because as you can see, it's a bit difficult to get in there as it is kind of, you know, enclosed in. But I would suggest probably starting with one side like so, get it into the groove while you try to stretch out the other, and also slide it in. And again, this is a bit of a pain in the butt, to say it nicely, to get this in there. I am not having any luck. Alright, well, after about 10 minutes of trying to get this piece on, I have given up. It is such a pain trying to get this into those slots. It feels like the slot on his left side is just either it's not wide enough or just not done right. It goes into this slot real easy, but it's like ultra wide, and as much as I try, I can't seem to line it up and to get it to go into the slot. So I have given up on that, and that is a very negative mark in my opinion for the design of this figure, besides the backpacks always falling off. But the artwork or paintwork on this guy is very nice, and just like all the other figures that I have looked at so far in this line from McFarlane. And we can look at the detail again. It has that nice slight wash on the green, the texture of the skin here. Actually got a nice gloss. See paint in the mouth, make it look like he's kind of salivating. Little bitty red eyes. The metallic paint on the straps and bolts here on his head. Again, it has a nice bit of detail paint wise. Again, that's like the one thing it succeeds on. But I'm just going to take this off because it's just going to fall right off again, and I just don't want it to keep picking it up. Got a nice brass color here, this piece of metal here, nice red, and it's all really nicely done, really clean paint. I love the detail on the teeth. I mean, all in all, just paint-wise, he's fantastic. But it's just these do not. I don't have the patience for that, and for this to just not stay in. They could have done such a better way of holding that in. Now, as for articulation, it's exactly the same as it was for the first orc we looked at. Head is on a swivel here, but he's a bit more hindered because of his ears. So you only really get to go that far, left and right. There's no, that's really, I guess, up or down. But he just gets stopped pretty much. There's no other wiggle room on it. For the arms, got a slight butterfly that you can, it really doesn't do any difference. Again, no bicep cut, but there is a hinge. It's just super tight, and I'm paying attention to the pistons because I don't want to overstress that joint, that little area here on the piston when I'm bending the hinge. As for wrist swivel, yes, it is there again, super tight. Not really wrist swivel, but I guess glove cut. It is on both arms. Super tight. Waist, it seems to be on the same ball peg. Probably still the same double ball peg, but you don't get much wiggle room because it's just because of the sculpt of this guy. You get a little bit down there, but no crunch or anything like that. Legs can go about that far out because of these, and there's just the single jointed knee. And the elbows are also single jointed, but I'm not going to, it's just, I'm so afraid of overstressing those piston pieces there. Yeah, but see, there it is. There it bends, but I'm trying not to overwork it too much. You do have your ankle. It does swivel, and it's super tight, bends, and the toe, as per usual with like the last one. Now, a disappointing piece of articulation that is missing, because it is a character with big giant buzzsaws, is that they do not spin. They are molded with the arm here, and they do not spin. You know, I would like to see this to be a freestanding or free floating piece that could actually spin a little bit, just to, you know, tinker with. But they are a little bit pointy. You're not gonna cut yourself or anything on them, but you know, I mean, I guess you could if you really got a hold of it, really kind of tear into you a little bit, I guess. But a little divot there, but it's not gonna. I don't think many collectors are gonna try to rip their own flesh off with a piece of plastic buzzsaw like this. And as a comparison, we'll bring out the first orc that we looked at. Oh, and accessory before we bring out the orc. Accessories, there's really nothing besides this and the per usual labeled base stand, which really it makes no sense for these big guys because they got such a, you know, big footprint. No matter how you pose them with that stand, the stand's not going to do much for them at all. You're probably more likely going to end up breaking the peg on the stand. But again, with comparisons, here's the first orc we have, and of course our battle sister put next to him there. And for another Warhammer figure, we'll bring out one of the little 100 pack guys. the 4-pack, and again, the Ork just towers over these guys. And of course, last but not least, a Lightning Collection figure, which is a 6-inch scale compared to the 7-inch scale of the McFarlane Toys. And of course, the Joy Toy figure is so much smaller than all of them, as he is a 1/18 scale figure opposed to a 1/6 scale. But yeah,
all in all, it's another figure I'd pass on myself. The paintwork on them are fantastic, but it's just the really tight articulation and the trouble with getting the backpack and the jaw cover onto that armor was just too much of a pain and not really worth the hassle if you ask me for the price. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I have more videos coming soon, so make sure you hit that notification button to be notified when I have new videos up. But until next time, peace out.